Right to our top story, federal investigators say Thomas Robertson violated the terms of his pretrial release when they found weapons and ammo in his home last week. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett is live in the studio tonight. Lindsay, what is Robertson saying about this?
Well, the court ordered Robertson not to possess any firearms, destructive devices, or other weapons. But prosecutors say that he broke those conditions and should be back in custody before his trial. But now Robertson's defense says they don't believe his actions violated the court order.
In a court document submitted Sunday, Thomas Robertson's attorney defended his client after the FBI found a loaded M4 rifle, a partially assembled pipe bomb, and ammunition while searching his Ferrum home on June 29th. Robertson says the rifle belonged to his son, a licensed gun owner who was just honorably discharged from the Army and was visiting that day. Robertson was also a law enforcement safety instructor and says the pipe bomb was not active and was a prop used for training purposes. Also adding that the pipe and the gunpowder were present when authorities first searched his home on January 19th. Prosecutors say Robertson ordered guns online and has 34 firearms waiting for him to pick up at a local gun shop. A sticking point in Robertson's defense is that he was not in possession of firearms. He had just ordered them, and that ordering guns does not equate to possession. Adding that although the guns do not meet the definition of antique guns, they are nearly all over 50 years old from the World War II era. The motion to detain Robertson details what prosecutors call extreme rhetoric advocating for violence online. But the defense says the issue at hand is whether or not Robertson violated the conditions of his release, and his comments online are irrelevant. The defense says Robertson is not a member of any organization like the Proud Boys, writing, "Reading the government's motion, one would think that he is developing an arsenal when that is not true. Mr. Robertson was an antique gun lover, served his country honorably, and the guns he allegedly purchased but did not possess were antique guns from the World War II era."
The defense says this all could have been avoided if the original court order specifically stated that Robertson may not personally order, touch, ship, or transport firearms. The defense is asking the court to dismiss the motion. Now, there was a lot of other information in the document about Robertson's military past, training, and service to the country, and we have that posted on our website, WSLS.com. Live in the studio, I'm Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.